Scrappers, this is Lorraine from Card Creations. Today I'm going to do a quick video on how to make an envelope for any size card that you make. This is what the envelope looks like, and I've got my card here, and it does have a little bit of a thick bow on it, and some of the streamers do hang down, so I made it just a little bit larger so that, actually I always put my embellishments down so they don't get caught. So I've made my envelope just a little bit larger so that this will fit. You can always slip a piece of cardboard in with your card if you want to protect some of the embellishments that you have on there. This is made with just a standard 8.5 by 11 piece of computer paper. And that's what I make all my envelopes with. I have a selection of different colors, and we'll go ahead and get started here on how to do the envelope. How I begin is I take my envelope and just center it on my piece of paper and fold over the four sides. So be the left and right, and then I turn it this way and fold over this side. And like I said, any size envelope or card will adapt to this method. Then the next step that I do is from the line that you folded, I just cut an angle like that. It doesn't have to be precise or anything like that. It just seems to work out. So I cut all four corners like this. Okay, so then you have something like that. You open this up, and what you will do is just cut from this edge here to this edge, and I do go in just a little bit past the line to cut towards that top cut right there. And you will do that on all four sides. Okay, now the next thing that I do is fold my page up, the bottom. Sometimes, depending if I didn't center it correctly, one of these two flaps will be larger, and I usually like to do the larger one towards the bottom of the envelope. I'll come in here and look at this angle here. I don't know if you can see these two flaps. If one is past this line, I'll go ahead and trim just a little bit more just to even it out. So just like that. See? Okay. The next thing that I do is I use a glue stick. This has always worked well for me. It doesn't come apart, and it's relatively inexpensive, so I use my glue stick to glue down the side flaps. And there we have our envelope. Now, let me just lift this just a tad. I think I got it a little crooked there. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is make our decorative piece on our edge of our envelope. You can use any type of edge punch or just leave it plain, whichever you prefer. And what I do is I'll go ahead, since this paper is quite thin, I'll go ahead and add my piece of cardstock underneath my flap. You can also just add a little bit of adhesive if you want, just to keep it in place while you punch it. There we go, we'll do that. And then we'll come in and make our scallop punch, or whatever shape you want. Okay, go down to this side. Oops, it came off, but that's okay because I can line it back up. There we go. We'll do our final cut. Go under this little. Okay, so there we have our scallop cut, and we'll just trim the edges off since my decorative piece was just slightly larger. Okay. And then I actually just lap it just a little bit so that, overlap it just a little bit so that the blue edge is showing. And once again, I'll get my glue stick, just run a little bit of glue across that. And just line that up. Like that. And there we have our decorative piece with our fancy envelope. Thanks for watching.